race here to win for Martin Forzani wins the Mexican C-Prix. Chulo just a 10th behind. Gwetzny boy wins the Lithuanian. Totsod wins the German C-Prix. Fabio wins the Turkish C-Prix. What an amazing.
4-second lead is gonna cruise the Singapore.
Skip wins once more this season. Does win the Singapore C-Prix here.
Absolutely wins the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Hello and welcome to Challenger Virtual Season 7 Round 5. Let's start off with the qualifying here. Take a look at the token spend. First off, we've got 4 tokens being spent by Texman the First of Collist Forza, 3 tokens from Butterlord of Matessa, Fabio of Nasaluna, and Charge GT of Sloth Racing, 2 tokens from Lyra of Pounder Racing, and a Guzman of Danube Flow. That is it. There's only 6 token spenders here today. 4 drivers in the points will definitely be tokenless. Maybe even more if one of the token spenders somehow fails spending tokens. But first lap always unrepresentative, because second lap everyone gets a running start. So let's see how they'll all do in the second lap. Look at all the drivers here together. Only Lyra, the only token spender that's not together in this front pack. And the fast lap is Guzman on provisional pole by 4/10. What a lap from him. 28.63. Now it'll be very interesting here. We've got Texman the First going quite quickly, getting ahead of Charge GT here, but Fabio is pulling away from the pack. Fabio will hit a time of, he will not beat Guzman's, but he goes up to 3rd fastest. Texman the First by just 100 beating him. Barlord, despite being in his pack, is not in the top 5. He's currently down in the 8th, just a 10th ahead of his tokenless teammate. Julo is up in 5th, beating Forzani and Lyra and Butterlord. Wait, Forzani's not spending, that doesn't matter, but he is beating Lyra and Butterlord. Julo up in 5th, currently highest tokenless driver. Barlord improves up to the front row. Charge GT improves 28.83. Lyra improves 28.87. Fabio down into 6th. The top 6 are all our token spenders. Guzman currently in provisional pole, but Fabio, Charge GT are going quickly here. We'll still have one more lap after this one, at least, maybe even 2 laps if they can get this one finished on time. Let's see, I think it will just be 2 more laps. Fabio improves up to the front row now, 28.72, and it's gotten extremely close now. Bartlord going slowly here this lap. Matters most is the driver who crosses the line first will decide whether there will be an extra lap of qualifying or not. And currently Charge GT is going quickest of everyone. Guzman also going quick. Charge GT will start a new lap. None of them improve. Actually, Texman the First improves up to 3rd. Look how close that top 6 is. All of them within 2.5 tenths. Charge GT, Guzman, Fabio, Texman the First, Butterlord quite far behind. All of them has lost his speed for these final laps, and it's Guzman and Charge GT fighting for it here. Fabio also going quickly. Who will it be? None of them improve. No improvements whatsoever. Looks like Guzman will start from pole position. We'll see. Here are the final qualifying results. Let's put up the tokens and the upgrades. It is Guzman starting from pole position. Danube Flow continues their rise up the ranks. Fabio will start from the front row. Texman the First, just 300s behind, starts from 3rd. The only 4 token spender here today. He is the favourite to win it, but does the car have what it takes. Barlord will start from 4th position, spending free. Charge GT also spending free, will start from 5th. In fact, Guzman, pole position, starting with 2 tokens. Incredible stuff. Lyra will start from 6th as the last of the token spenders. Then Julo, the best tokenless driver in qualifying, starts from 7th. Freseni from 8th. Stefano from 9th. And Fast Juicer from 10th. That is double top 10 for Sloth Racing, Dan and Flo, and Matessa. Arcaniac will start from 11th, G4 Letford from 12th, Dumashna from 13th, Guetzley and Mr. Searle 6 tied for 14th, but Guetzley got that lap first. He will start from 14th, followed by his teammate, then Risky from 16th, Matimar from 17th, even from 18th, Iceberg all the way down from 19th. Not a very good tokenless performance for NASA Luna, and Nandi starting from 20th despite his teammate being the best tokenless qualifying performance. He is the worst tokenless qualifying performance ahead of the Italian C-Prix here. 39 laps if I'm not mistaken here at the Vallelunga circuit. Without further ado, in fact, actually, let's take a look at the Drivers and Constructors Championships first. Here is the Drivers. Currently, Iceberg remains in the lead with 45 points. Guzman up 2 positions into 2nd with 42. Guetzley Boy down 1 into 3rd with 40. Stefano up 7 positions into 4th with 37. Fast Juicer has dropped, I think that's 3 positions into 6th with 29. Fabio down 1 as well. Mr. Sora 6 remains in 5th. Julo up 10 positions with that 2nd place finish. Is up into 8th now with 20 points. Is very close from there. 10 points separate him and his teammate down in 18th, Nandi. Then Texman the first with 4, and Charge GT yet to score any points, but today is his best chance as it is his first time spending tokens. So that is the Drivers. Constructors, let's take a look at that. Dan and Flo, after a double podium in Valencia, are currently top of the Constructors with 79 points. Hurricane with 71, then Nasalona with 66. Those are the big top 3 for now. Matessa still looking to recover from a disastrous start to the season, currently in 4th, just a bit ahead of Pounder, Nuri, Russell British and Matimar, all pretty close together. Carlos Forza struggling a bit for now. Sloth Racing only now starting to really spend their tokens, so they are a bit behind on the points tally, but very hard to say who will be relegated out of these. I think the bottom 6, even Matessa, given a bad run, could be in danger. But okay, let's go for the Italian C-Prix. Here we go. Here we go, and Guzman starts for the hard tires. We got Barlord, Texman the first, Charge GT starting on the softs. Julo, also our tokenless driver, starting on those soft tires. Fast Juicers forced out, look at him. Forced out incredibly far into the gravel, and he drops to 18th as a result. He has started on the hard tires, but that will cost him no matter what. Fabio into the race lead on those medium tires. Barlord and Texman the first, squeezing past Guzman. Stefano tokenless is all the way up there in 6th position. Barlord up into 2nd ahead of Texman and Guzman on those soft tires, but Fabio is going quickly. We'll have to be very, very careful on that wide hairpin, as you saw what happened to Fast Juicer, and now he is in a complete recovery race here to try and just get a sniff, a whiff of those tokenless points. Texman gets past Bartlord for 2nd. Bartlord hits a bit of grass there, goes a bit wide. Not sure what line he is taking, but it is his fast slap of the race, and now he overtakes Texman back for 2nd position. Fast Juicer just struggling more, down in 19th. Guetzley also dropped all the way down to 20th. Let's take a rundown. As Fabio currently in the race lead, followed by Butterlord, then Texman the first, then Guzman down into 4th as a result of picking the hard tires. Charge GT in 5th, and Lyra in 6th. G4 all the way up in 7th already. Julo in 8th, Machina in 9th, and Stefano in the final possession, points position in 10th, Ruski in 11th, Mr. 06 in 12th, Freseni in 13th, Arcaniac overtaken by Iceberg in 14th, Arcaniac in 15th, Ethan in 16th, Nandi in 17th, Fast Juicer in 18th, Matimar in 20th, and Quetzley. Fabio and Barlord have had a massive crash, and Texman the first takes the lead of the race. Guzzy Man, then Fabio, then we got Charge AT, Butterlord, and Fabio lose a lot from that, but especially Butterlord, who will not be able to have as much time to recover on those soft tires. Looking for a move on Charge AT at the current moment. Lyra has been overtaken by the tokenless Julo, who's having the time of his life here at Vallelunga, just like he did in Sunday League. So too is he doing great here in the virtuals. But Texman certainly has had the race lead granted to him because of that Fabio Butterlord scuffle, and Julo now he goes wide into there, and Stefano also goes wide into that gravel. This track is deadly track for certain. Guzzy Man just fighting with Charge AT for 3rd position there. Barlord close behind them. Fabio trying to catch back up to Texman the first. Barlord hasn't even gone close to catching up to Guzzy and Charge AT. Now deploying some boost, looking for that move. And Guzzy Man goes wide into the grass. Lyra will overtake for 5th. It's a disaster for Barlord this first stint. An absolute disaster. Texman has got Fabio right on his tail. Fabio just casually hits some gravel, loses tons of time because of that. Very interesting choice from him. Texman the first is into the pit, so is Charge AT. Will Barlord pit? No, Barlord stays out. Promoted up to 4th, of course. We got clouds coming in soon. Will we see rain? Will that help out some of our drivers? G4 is up into 5th position as he's stayed out. Texman the first already in 6th. His teammate Dumashna is holding up to 7th, tokenless. Fabio staying out on those medium tires. Guzzy Man and Lyra on the hard tires. Barlord is in on this onto another set of softs. Very risky play from him. It's Fabio in the race lead. Guzzy and Lyra. How far away from them is Texman the first? Still yet to overtake G4. Barlord is down. Has come out in 10th position. It would be it would be 3rd once everyone else pits, or thereabouts, since he is not exactly a pit stop away from everyone else. In fact, G4 comes out ahead of Bartlord just about, so Fabio, Lyra and Guzzy Man very likely to do the same. For Zenny now overtakes Bartlord on worn hard tires. Bartlord retakes 8th position, and let's take it back to the race lead. Fabio still running on those medium tires for an 11th lap straight. Lyra has separated from Guzzy Man. Texman the first still struggling to chase them down on the soft tires. Then Charge AT, then we got Dumashna, G4, Buttlord, Stefano, Julo, as Freseni is finally into the pits. Nandi still staying out on those hard tires. Fabio has lost a lot of time to Lyra there, and is into the pits finally. Lyra takes the race lead, and now on those hard tires overtakes laps a fast juicer. Fabio has come out in 5th. Dumashna is also into the pits. Bartlord still behind G4. Looking for a move around this hairpin. On the inside, can't force his way through. Can see Fabio there, but ahead of them, Guzzy Man is into the pits now. He comes out in 5th position. In fact, overcuts look to be terrible on this track. Barlord right on the back of Guzzy Man now as a result of that. as he overtakes G4 to try a shot at Guzzi Man, but does lose him. Lyra still out onto a 14th lap on those hard tires. Texman the first is now less than 2 seconds away from Lyra. He is rapid on those softs and he doesn't care. He thought Lyra was one of the cars he was meant to lap. He is into the race lead, and what a way to do it. Charge GT in third, Fabio in fourth, Guzzi Man in fifth, G4 in sixth, still holding off Barlord here, a difference of 3 tokens, but difference of a lot of acceleration and turbo for the RBR. G4 performing a magnificent drive here. Texman is into the pits, so is Lyra. Charge GT into the race lead on pretty worn softs. Fabio on relatively fresh mediums will definitely inherit that race lead soon. Guzzi Man tries to go on the inside of Texman the first, forced into the grass as a result. Barlord unable to make any significant progress on that soft stint, still stuck behind G4. Charge GT is into the pits and Fabio inherits the race lead once more. There he goes into first position. His closest driver to him is 6 seconds away already. That is quite something. Fabio with the best strategy. I think he started on the mediums and he's gone on another set of medium tires and has worked phenomenally well. Charge GT has been caught up to by both Barlord and G4 because he has pitted for a fresh set of soft tires, which Barlord and G4 are definitely soon needing to do themselves. Then we have Texman the first, Guzzi Man and Lyra in this pack. Fabio in a race of his own at the current moment. Barlord is into the pits onto a set of hard tires. He will come out in 9th position as he is getting flashbacks now. Iceberg in fact overtakes him. He's down in 10th position. Fabio in first. Then we've got Texman the first, Guzzi Man and Lyra. Fighting for second. Guzzi Man hits the back of Matty Moore. That lets Texman gain a little bit on him. G4 into the pits now onto a set of hard tires. And he has completely covered the undercut from Barlord, who appears to be stuck once again behind another tokenless driver in the form of Stefano. Guzzi Man has gotten past Lyra for second. It looks to be a battle for second. Now Lyra going wide there for some reason into the grass. Charge GT right behind him for fourth. Texman the first in fifth, Dumashna in sixth, it's Collis Forza 5-6, then it's a 7-8 from RBR at the current moment, Stefano in ninth, Barlord having a complete nightmare down in 10th position as we have it for now. Fabio will certainly have to pit off the medium tires eventually. We'll have to see how long he can extend them for. Got a big pack forming here. The RBR, Stefano and Barlord. Barlord down the inside of Stefano into 9th, but their RBRs are running away with that acceleration and turbo. Look how far they've accelerated. I'm pretty sure it's because of that. Ruski hits the gravel, slows down Barlord. Stefano gets back into the fight as a result, but hits some grass. G4 is just running away from all of them at the current moment. Barlord past Stefano, looks for a move, past Ruski, slow down there, gets the inside line, and he's through into 8th position, looking to chase down G4. Let 4. Let's take a look at the fight for P2. Charge GT has gotten up to up to second position now, ahead of Guzzi Man and Lyra. He's on fairly worn soft tires. Fabio on a quite worn mediums there. Barlord has already made it past G4 and is looking to chase down Dumashna, but look at the gap from Dumashna to Texman the first. That is quite a gap. Even if he manages to catch Dumashna in the first place, G4 catching back up to him here. Lyra has gotten past Guzzi Man, but Charge GT remains in second position. Lyra using some of that boost. We're gonna have heavy rain coming in. Fabio saved by the bell. Completely saved by the bell. Charge GT, look how wide he goes. Lyra not nearly as wide. Guzman even less wide there. Doomashn and Barlord time it quite well, but we're gonna have clouds coming soon. Will it be inters, or will drivers still decide to put on the wet? Whoever tires, we'll have to find out, is still wets for nearly everyone. Everyone that has pitted so far. Lyra has gone up to second, Guzman up to third, Charge GT really struggling, and Texman the first has caught up to this pack as well. But Fabio retains his massive lead as a result of this rain. And Bartlord right on the back of Doomashna. He's finally decided to go for a comeback run, and he's through into 6th position. But he goes into the gravel immediately. Great going from him. Fabio is in 1st position. Guzman, Lyra, Charge GT, this fight for 2nd doesn't appear to ever stop. Guzman currently in 2nd, followed by Charge GT, then Lyra, and Texman the 1st is still pretty close to them as well. G4 has gotten close to Barlord and Doomashna as a result of, I assume, some gravel mistakes there. Charge GT under a 2nd from Guzman. Will be hoping to make a move on him, and some drivers are finally into the pits, already into the pits for dry tires. Stefano into soft, so is Mr. Source 6. Mediums for Gletsley and hards for Fast Juicer. Is currently in last. Vallelunga not proving to not be a great race for the Metessa outfit. It's looking to be a nice return to form for Nasaluna. However, Fabio with no opponents here for that race victory as he enters the pits to put on some dry tires. Goes for the mediums again, might even extend those to the end of the race. 11 seconds out of Guzman, who's just beating out Charge GT for 2nd. Then we've got Lyra in 4th and Texma the 1st in 5th position. Doomashna still holding on to that 6th. Barlord and G4 have picked mediums to Doomashna's hards. Barlord right on the back of Doomashna there. Will he go for another overtake through this straight? Yes, he will. And this time he does not go wide into the gravel, and he's through into 6th position for now. This pack of 4 drivers fighting for P2 looks to be separating. Looks more like a fight between Lyra and Texman, as well as Guzman and Charge GT. Texman, actually quite a disappointing race from him as well. 4 tokens and currently running in P5, only fighting for P4. Is definitely not where he would have wanted to see himself. But he is looking very close to overtaking Lyra here. Guzman still holding on to 2nd ahead of Charge AT. Texman the 1st right behind Lyra. As we've got G4 getting rapidly close to Barlord. There must have been a mistake from Barlord or some sort of incident. Or G4 is just utilizing that Excel and Turbo like we saw the RBRs pull away rapidly in that first sector. In this race before, and that might again be what's happening here. Fabio is only a 2nd ahead of Guzman. Must have been in an incident, that's for sure, because Guzman has now got a shot at making it another Danube Flow victory if he can just make those softs run well. Charge AT is in this as well, so is Lyra and Texman the 1st. Barlord still 6 to 7 seconds behind, looking to try and escape the RBR threat. Fabio is running calmly despite that incident on those medium tires. He's got better tires, better condition. Tires that are in better condition than Guzman's or Charge AT's, who are really close to them, but they are just lacking that final push to catch up to them, and those tires are starting to wear. They are rapidly running out of time for that push, for they might be able to perform an undercut here. And Fabio is definitely is not as easy for him to extend those mediums to 12 laps now that there is a threat on the horizon. Stefano's into the pits, onto a new set of soft tires. Giulio, in fact, who had dropped off quite a bit, he's in 10th, looking to overtake Stefano for 9th position. Guzman is into the pits, comes out in 5th position. We'll see if Charge GT and Tixman the first pit soon. Barlord getting very close to Guzman, who had to deal with that lapped traffic, and he's cut down his gap to Guzman in half. 2.5 seconds. Charge GT and Texman the first are into the pits now. Barlord on fairly worn medium tires himself overtakes Texman the first for 5th as a result of this pit shuffle. And suddenly, there's just so much happening. Lira is up in 2nd for now. Guzman still very far away from Fabio, but he's into the pits himself. Fabio is into the pits, onto a set of soft tires. Will Lira be staying out on those hard tires? Inherits the race lead. The strategy is all over the place today. Barlord surely into the pits. Yes, he does go into the pits to finish off onto soft tires. G4 also into the pits, but we see Dumashna getting close to them as a result. Yes, Dumashna overtakes both of them for 6th position. Lira currently in a race lead, but can those hards hold on? I doubt it. I think Lira and Dumashna will have to pit themselves. Will Lira pit now? No, Lira staying out 4 laps until the end of the race. Lira will have to pit now for softs or forever hold their breath and try to make those hards work, but they are already less than 2 seconds ahead of Fabio, is just ahead of Guzman himself. Charge GT out of this fight, unfortunately. Texman the first as well. Dumashna on the worn hard tires. Barlord trying to retake that 6th position. Lira is still holding on and is not pitting for the soft tires. Just manages to not head the back of Arcania. That would have lost some time. Does, however, gain about 1.5 seconds on Fabio, who is fighting Guzman hard for that 2nd position. At the current moment, Guzman slowed down by Ethan is trying to help Lira out. And Lira is once again only a second ahead of Fabio and Guzman. Surely cannot pit off of the hard tires anymore. Is just trying to stick it out on them. 2 laps remaining. Can Lira make some mistake? Hits the grass, and that sends Fabio and Guzman right back into the path of Lira. Charge GT has caught up to the pack as well. Texman the first and 5th. Barlord and G4 have made it past Dumashna. Fabio is already fighting Lira for 1st position. Lira still holding on. It's the final lap of the race. Guzman and Charge GT need to catch up quickly. Guzman slowed down by Giulio there, but if they want to fight, Fabio is through past Lira here. Guzman closing down on them rapidly. Lira, look at the slides. What is going on? We've got a 3-way fight for the race win here, but it's Fabio who's out in the race lead, and that is helping him a lot because he is accelerating away from his competition. Lira deploying some boost, but will it be enough? No, I won't. Fabio wins the Italian C-Prix. Lira in 2nd, Guzman in 3rd, and Charge AT in 4th. What a finish to the race we've had. Texman the first finishes in 5th. Butterlord, oh my, a 6th position finish for him. G4 let 4, amazing, best tokenless performance today. It is 7th for the RBR driver, 8th for Dumashna tokenless, Stefano 9th for him tokenless, and Giulio 10th will be for him tokenless, with Nandi just missing out on some points himself. Very promising results for the KRT drivers. Then we have in 12th Ruski, and 13th for Zeni. 14th Iceberg, 15th Mr. 06, 16th Matimar, 17th Arcaniac, 18th Ethan, and then our final two, I think they were involved in some incidents at the start. Doesn't look like they ever were able to recover from them. It's Guetzli and Fast Juicer going to finish in 19th and 20th. But what a finish to the race. That was a four-way fight for the race win, and Fabio just managed to keep it at the end there, and because of that we will hear now the Portuguese national anthem for Fabio. I think his first win this season. Iceberg won the opener for Nasaluna, and this is Nasaluna's second victory. Here we go. Big congratulations to Fabio there, and also a congratulations to Nasaluna, because of whom their constructors, they are owned by Juan. So we will now hear the Belgian national anthem. Big congratulations to Fabio and Nasaluna. Congratulations also to Dan and Flo and Colist Forza. I believe the only two teams who managed to get double points here today. The fastest lap in the end went to Charge GT with 28.57. KRT were very close to getting a tokenless double points there. Very interesting. In terms of the constructors, Dan and Flo with a nice solid haul of 17 points, but Nasaluna with 25 points. Not sure who got pole position, in fact. I'll have to check later. I think it was Guzman, so it is in fact 18 points for Dan and Flo, but 25 from Nasaluna. Means that those two will be relatively close together. Hurricane will lose a bit in relation to them, as they did not spend any tokens and did not score any points today. That was the Italian C-Prix at Vallelunga. Hope you enjoy the next week. We will see you at Palanga for the Lithuanian C-Prix 43 laps. We'll see you then, and bye.